What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Turbo today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. It is the 14th day of July. We got about 6 days, 8.5 hours left in this week here, sitting at over half a cent. You're up this week 32%. It's Monday, so you're up this week 32%. You're up this day 31.6%. Little fluctuations here and there. 8 hours, 22 minutes left in the day. Beautiful move. Beautiful move. In fact, I want to look at this on an exchange with volume. Let's do Binance here, USDT. Okay, and I'll pull it up on the 1 hour time frame here. I'm definitely gonna have to restart my computer after this one, man. I don't know why it's being so slow. I just need to get a new one, I think, man. We'll have to take that. Whenever I take profits next time, I'm just gonna have to invest in a computer. That's what it is. I was talking to my wife. I'm like, what should I get? I think a new computer is actually a very good investment, like an actual computer too. I'll keep the laptop for funsies, right, and then have the computer for real stuff, for business. That way, you guys don't have to hear this whirring of the laptop. Anyways, 21 minutes left in this 1 hour time frame here. You are getting lower highs in the RSI, higher highs in the price. Volume's keeping up, though. I mean, I have no problem with this. Don't fade Turbo here, guys. I mean, it could come down a little bit, but I don't think you're going to retrace a whole lot, right? I like a little bit short, and really what you're going to do is just consolidate, probably, right? That's probably what you're going to do is just consolidate in this area. And then afterwards, maybe later today, if not sometime tomorrow, you should be breaking out. You look very bullish. That's all I'm trying to get out here. You look very, very bullish. 1 hour time frame looks immaculate. I'm jealous. I'm very jealous. That's a great looking RSI right there. Let's look at the 4 hour time frame, and then we'll zoom out to the daily afterwards. All right, 4 hour, looking like you got a little tweezer top, relatively speaking. 20 minutes left in this 4 hour candle. That adheres to the idea that maybe you consolidate here a little bit. Let's see if we can find any other reasons to consolidate here. It's a very nice rounded bottom. By the way, guys, if you're ever, it's never simple TA. There's no guarantees. Just because something is normal doesn't mean it has to happen. But normally, whenever you see this kind of structure on the bottom, I didn't even draw that properly, right? But you see that nice rounded curve. That's a good thing. There should be no surprise here that this is exactly the outcome that you had. And maybe, who knows? Who's to say you could have done this? You could have moved up and then moved down and then moved up and then moved down, and then inevitably, then you get the breakout. Who knows when it's actually going to happen? But damn it, if that's not a good move right there, man. That's a really good move. Looking at this here from a high. Come on now. Give me that high. Give me the high. We want the high. There we go. High to low. Yeah, I'm definitely going to restart this thing after this because this is annoying. 886. Okay, so you basically moved up all the way to your 886. You didn't even have any regards for the 618. So there's two things that you're going to do. And I might eat my words on the idea that you don't crash down hard. Because you could crash down. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but typically in this kind of scenario, if you do rip right through to the golden ratio to the 886, typically you will come all the way back down to your 382. I mean, if we look at Dogecoin here, that's kind of exactly what happened, right? If we're looking at this here from a high to a low, all the way up to your 886, ripped right through the golden ratio. Now you're coming back down to the 382. You don't have to hit the 382, but something in that 382 to 0.5 area is pretty typical. And it looks like that might be the low, but it could go a little bit lower, right? Turbo, same kind of idea here, right? It could go back down to the 382, and it's okay if it does. But scenario number two, and this is the one that I think is more likely, especially given your structure, you're probably going to find support at the golden ratio, which is right here at prior areas of support back here, all the way down just below half a cent, $0.0048, something like that. That's where I would anticipate that you go to, something right in this area here, right in there. Could you go a little bit lower? Sure. Could you go a little bit higher? Sure. But in a bullish environment, you would expect to kind of find support here, and then you probably continue running up. That's probably exactly what happens. So for the time being, maybe by the end of the day, you're not breaking higher. That could have been it for today. But by the end of this week, absolutely. Oh yeah, the days ahead of you are looking good. Yes, you do have bearish divergence right here. Okay, 18 minutes left in this 4 hour candle. Oop, and it looks like you're probably going to close it. Why do I keep doing that? You're probably going to close it red. I guess it's not bearish divergence. Is it? Let's see. Hold on. Let's zoom in on this a little bit. If it's not bearish divergence, cool. If it is, whatever. Who cares? I don't think it is. It's a double top. It's some form of bearish divergence, nevertheless. But man, this is annoying. How long it's taking to load? Okay, so it is a slightly lower high. Being that it is a slightly lower high, does give it technical bearish divergence, which would entail that you go all the way back down here at least to 0046. So keep that in mind, my friends. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but you could go down. And again, the idea here, going above the golden ratio on the first attempt all the way to the 886, normally you would go to the 382, but there are times where you bounce off the 0.5. And if you bounce off the 0.5, I mean, that's a higher low, right, in this kind of trajectory too. So I wouldn't be too worried about that. Maybe you go down to 00437, but it's either 00437, 0048, or if I'm wrong, maybe just keep ripping, man. Maybe I'm wrong, and that could happen too. But one of those two targets, that's what I'm thinking, or somewhere in between. That's what I'm thinking. Probably at least down there, right, and then you go a little bit, below where that divergence started. That'd be my expectation. And right below there is that 0.5 there, which just kind of looks perfect for this trajectory. So don't be afraid of a little volatility. Little volatility never hurt anybody. In fact, you got volatility all the way up through here. As the moves get bigger, the volatility is going to get bigger too. It's just the name of the game with these meme coins, man. Turbo's definitely not done growing here. You're finding a little bit of resistance right now, and that's okay. If we're looking at you from the relative high that you had back here in December to your relative low back here in April, you are tipping this golden ratio twice. Come back down, find support at the 0.5, check back, yeah? Get a little checky poo, and then rip and run. You're going to see prices that are all the way up at 0086 to 1.1 cents here, if not by the end of this week, certainly by the end of this month, and then you should be ripping and running into new all-time highs going into August. I think you will see prices at 2.7 cents, maybe up to 6.2 cents at the highest by the end of August. You're at about 0.0057 cents or $57 now. 8 hours, 15 minutes left in the day. By the time you watch this, the price should be a little bit lower, but that's all I got for you guys. I don't think I have anything else I want to say. Turbo's looking miraculous, doing some good things. Do not get shiny object syndrome. If Turbo is a coin that you're holding or a coin that you're interested in buying, and now that it's up 30%, now you get the sweet idea to buy it. You want to sell your coins that haven't pumped yet to buy this coin. You're going to buy this coin, it's going to correct, and then the coin you just sold is going to pump. In fact, if you're selling a coin for Turbo, leave it in the comments as to which coin it is. That way we can buy and make money off of it. Because I'm telling you guys, the worst thing you could do here would be to get shiny object syndrome. I think this thing's going to do well. I think it's a good purchase. And even if you do buy here and you have to sit through a little bit of pain first, it's going to do well for you. But don't make the mistake of selling a boring coin for an exciting coin. Because they all take their turns. This is just Turbo's turn right now. It's got its first turn, right? Again, actually, I was going to end the video there, but again, I want to go back to my profile here and just show you guys that like this total BS thing that's circulating in the space, right? And it stops circulating as soon as it was disproven, right? Or at least it seems like it's disproven. This is BS. If you've seen this, just understand it's BS, right? We know it's BS because Ethereum is barely pumping, and yet Turbo, which is not a large cap coin, is pumping right now, right? But that goes completely against this diagram. It's phase 2 and phase 3 don't exist. That's made up. It sounds nice. It sounds Bitcoin to Ethereum, then large caps, then alt. It sounds like this trickle down effect. It sounds nice and logical in your head, but it's fake. It's made up, right? Clearly, it's made up. Coins like Turbo, coins like Onyx Coin, coins like Swift Coin, those are not large cap coins. XPR, they're all pumping. XYO, not large cap coins, and they're all pumping. And Ethereum today is at 1.5%. You know, and Bitcoin's up a little bit too, right? Like Bitcoin pumped first. That part's right. But this idea, just understand, if you think that you have an understanding of alt season with this, you've actually just made yourself a little bit less sophisticated by taking this in, because it's completely inaccurate. I got nothing else for you guys. Hit the like button. Whoever made this is just silly. All right, bye-bye.